happen all the time. Osofo.
Senior.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, Angel, where are you?
Oh, I'm in judgment.
So what is happening?
Good evening to your wonderful viewers. Before I answer your question, I want to say this. Any day, any time, if there's any nonsense going on in this country, I will rise and talk. I will keep shouting. I'll keep pointing the mistakes. If you're a politician, it is your responsibility to either like me or hate me because you don't fit me. And until we begin to do that, we can never, ever save this country. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. I am a happy man. I am enjoying my family. And the 30 days they say I should stay home. Thank God, man. Charlie, many beji bruta.
Or they say stay home for 30 days?
Yes, 1 month. Now,
but Captain, are you not a member of the management of Angel?
Well, I am the director of operations for ABN.
ABL is what?
ABN is Angel Broadcasting Network.
Okay.
Yes.
How many radio stations in there?
We have more than 20.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
And you are operations manager for all of these radio stations?
Director of operations, yes.
Director of operations for all of that?
For ABN, yes. I was home yesterday after my birthday bash on the radio and TV. The CEO called me.
Who's the CEO, by the way?
Bronzy.
Okay. Bronzy is a nickname. What's his name?
I think Champo.
Okay, Mr. Champo.
Yes. Called me that he has something to tell me. And then he started talking. There's so much pressure coming from left, center, right on the founder and president and blah, blah, blah. So he wants me to call the president.
He wants you to call the president?
Yes, the president. I mean our founder and president.
Oh, your
Dr.
founder.
Kweku
Okay, okay. Angel Dr. Kwesi Otin.
Kweku Otin.
Kweku Otin. Okay, okay.
But I shouldn't let him know that he asked me to call him. I said, what's happening?
This is getting interesting.
So I told him on the phone that the night before yesterday, na menya information saying Crawford share or coffee shop or a plan with some people already.
Coffee shop here,
oh, massa.
Laboni coffee shop.
Exactly. I mean, Captain Smart is becoming too loud. He's making some people unpopular. He's making this unpopular. He's doing that and that. A whole lot of things. So yesterday on air, I said that, look, if today, Kweku Otin says, Captain, praise God, I will leave. Because I am not a lazy person. Yes, my brain works, Papa. And I'm afraid, Doc.
Doc is Kweku Otin.
Yes, that's right. So, Crawford, friend, who are buying their church on the letters from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA4, Tata, no, Nina is because Yaseme Kasadodo. I'm saying,
GRA4, Tata, so on the one sika na.
Well, I don't know. These are the things he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
All because I say Captain Smart Kasadodo.
Yes. I'm saying, I then also. Ya catch them say, me say, seven. Nana do Dr. Baumiani Alancha Martini IGP. Ye Jimmy for. Now me say, on air. No, say yes, you said it on air. I'm so penny. Met me a can be a warrior. But to go to that extent, to say that the president of the land, the vice, the IGP, and Alan Chamatin, no. If you can provide me with the evidence, I will apologize to the world and resign from your company.
But your shows are recorded.
I mean, they are on Facebook Live. The conversation, the course one or can say, and I'm so pressure into no. Send your point, Juma. Obepe say, anka. Ben tweme ho kakra na ade no mu dwoa pressure na yede man no ba forma. I'm so okay if that is what is going to help you, because I'm just one individual or you have this whole lot of companies. If Captain Smart alone would bring your company down, why not? I'll do that for you. It's enemy Kwadjuma. started the show. After the intro, then he called, said, pressure samba bium.
Say now start it.
Me start the show no.
You call it
5:30.
Anopabofo.
Anopabofo.
Anopabofo, yes.
And you know, I'm so okay. And we
At about what time in Ofrel? Because 5:30 they are how much you?
No, me started 5:30. 5, I think 7 minutes after 6 in the morning. And Ofrel. I'm so okay, senior. Let's know.
Why in the Ofrel?
Dr. Kokoti.
Onuankasa.
Onuankasa.
Seseng.
Say in common I born and run any idea no or can say can main train and then I'm saying no, you said let me work today. No, said sign communication net here now. When you call crashes here, it's okay. Senior, let me drop this.
Oh, so you had to stop the show?
Yes, so I did.
But you have news at 6.
Yes.
So this is after the news?
That's before the news ended.
Before the news? Oh, so the news was going on when
Yes.
he spoke to you?
And then I said,
So,
okay.
so did you go back after the news to
No, I
sign
did
off?
not. So the other team members had to continue and then that's it. So he told me he sent the general manager of 1029, that's Kojodik Singh, to bring me a letter. Yesterday around 10:49 thereabout, I saw my brother calling. He said he has something for me. I said, what do you have for me? He said, I've been asked to bring you a letter. I said, letter at this time? I will not be allowed to step out. If it is about me stepping out for some time, I just spoke to doctor. So there's no need for that letter. I saw him, took a shot of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, and that's it.
What is in the letter?
Well, the letter says that I've been too hard on Nanado, the vice president.
In the letter?
In the letter. I mean, they said I've been using some harsh words on the president and the vice president and then the IGP, and that he's called me on several occasions to stop those things and I'm not stopping and all that. And for that matter, I should proceed on suspension for 1 month and then after 1 month I resume. So they gave a date that's today, and then next month,
4th June.
4th June.
You're supposed to resume on the 4th.
That's what the letter says.
So technically it's a suspension.
That's what the letter says.
For assets where using unprintable words against high profile
According to the
officials.
letter.
Okay, but what has been the focus of your morning show by the last?
You see, I have decided. You did Faber also this evening.
Yes.
You just did Faber also.
Yes. That's what you call Faber also.
Yes.
We
Faber
call it the editorial.
Yes. Faber also is facing the reality all other broadcasters are afraid to talk about.
No holds barred.
No. You pick the issue, you research, you call people with brains to feed you with the needed information so you can also give it out. Sometimes.
And it's called Faber also.
Faber also.
And it's every day?
It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
What time?
From 8:30.
Oh, okay. So Monday, 8:30, Faber also. So the traffic is coming there?
Yes.
The whole Facebook traffic is coming there?
It's always there. Mondays and Wednesdays. Then I have the Anopeja. The show is Anopabofo. Then we have the Morning Fire, the Anopeja. Right after the news, you throw some small fire.
Against who, the fire?
No, I mean, issues happening. And this whole thing, was about, from Galamsey, and then to Yekaya Dear as of mine.
Oh, the national debt, yes.
Yes, and it started from the IGP.
Why?
You remember saying that you police photo by heart. Yes, bullion van police need to be able to only bulletproof. Police need them heart kuno. And I was like, really? We live in a country, 21st century, and police officers are sitting in bullion vans with this long-wheeled weapons. Say police in any two or the shed door in change say no was out to door name. It is say obi nipa boni bi even want to attack them. They di kind of car ni movie no as I say obi a door no and so what to no na baby a wuti obi then na obetimi kura by the time I obetwi to no kura no the nipa na kum.
Yeah.
It drew time I say you jaisa. And I said it and I will repeat.
So you are talking about the arrangement of the police people when they are on patrol.
Exactly.
You think they should hold a gun themselves, a small gun?
I mean, they should have some side arms. That makes it easier for them.
Why were you blaming the IGP for that?
But who is in charge?
Okay, he is, yeah, of course.
He is. And I said that, look, when you're careful about the West IGP, because he had already gone on radio, promised that you had 2 police in Fakatuem.
Yes.
I
don't know.
Amma.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Amala.
We'll check here.
Amma. Till today, ask the police
We'll check your
officers.
Ministry of Finance.
Oh, am I? I will not sit on this huge platform.
Okay. Inti ambano.
And then I said that, look, IG, why are you careful? Who had the West IG? Then somebody from somewhere calls me and say that on man pennyphobia, on we penny for protection. A man will say you need to keep quiet. And I said, me, keeping quiet. Now I'm innocent police officers. Yabubo mutu. They don't sleep. They are the people to protect us. And they are being killed like Nkoko. And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Okay, so this Faber also is focused on the security of the police.
This one was. It's talks about a host of other issues. You know, this one was on security, and then about Galamsey. I said that Galamsey is going on in Chebi. It's still going on there. And I said that if Nanado, my president, I admire so much, if he really wants to paint a very beautiful picture that he's really on against the fight against Galamsey, he should stop the Galamsey and want to Krumu. And I will say it again. Did
you show videos of the Galamsey?
Oh, I did.
So you showed videos?
I did. So
you have the videos?
I did.
And so the videos show that this is Chebi?
So Galamsey.
Not Esiakwa, not Achim Kutuku, not
Swedro. When you say, everybody knows. My team members were invited by some chiefs. And I said that, look, Galamsey ni Jaya, stop Ukromu there. And I will say it again, Nanado.
No,
if you are indeed watching me, I am saying that
he may not be watching
Galamsey no Jaya, stop Ukromu Galamsey first.
Okay, but do you have evidence that
have you been there before?
I've been to Chebi before, yes.
When?
Oh, it's been a while. I went to a funeral there the last time.
Oh, I mean, Chebi is not as huge as Accra. Yes.
So you have the evidence of that. So you made the point about the presence. On Galamsey no be on the
Chrome.
No Mujaya na Ebeja Ghana there.
One who said the TNS say and penny force your bottom free. Yes. But then if you shall say what if you into say
the presence no a policy work. A broad
answer. If you have a policy and the policy out what they ban say you are the bonia na e bi cost wo baby a what any baby a wo free na say policy no ene na baby fufura o person cham say
there be so no there obu aman aban no obu aman ni nyina
chebi kan ho na
chebi kan ho enti no so se okujai chebi there Galamsey no na se we njai kentin kro no there na ne yakoka se hwe na akufa do we jai ni krom there o mama ne jai kentin kro no there dey koso a na no so beka ne se
there be ensuo ba kopa ne di bube e wo Ghana say achimkwa onum bremu bremu na yeden won ko bremu nani won say the bremu
say and Matthias say but some
said the be ya you see
that's what personalizing.
No, I'm not personalizing. I am saying that you won niaman ketenkete bi wo wiase a say e koso na e bi wo na ho a ese wo hwe say
Enti sa wona your presence na sebo na your presence na sa wona ofiche bia na Galamsey ko ba bia nka ben oba fa IGP ni so on ko tena chebi honkwa no dey here na say
anka before soldier for no be call other places no na nka ho dey na jai dada one who said here
ho dey no soldier for na say small mo ko ho
Paul say we are the president of this phone, assuming this phone is a country. Now the corruption index of Krum 85%. Ubetumi akojina obi and the Krum there 2% one catch corruption.
So they need jurisdiction or
assuming say you invite us to kokasa or
say kokasa no chase jurisdiction.
Exactly.
But jurisdiction now Ghana na Ghana man nyina jurisdiction na the cro na the koba bia. In say Galamsey and let's say 15 villages na identify, 12 rivers na identify. Yeah, policy no to clear all the 12 rivers. Yeah, isolated Chebi say me free hunt me nyan ntem.
No, see, this is the problem. This is the major problem we're facing. Okay? So we feel that or how we fear. If you no how no, as I say, you solve it if you know how no and tem. But say, a quiet say, a course will be an unfair needy and my president or Tiago. So what can say, yin jai. Now, on one, a wounded crum no. Now, say one of the newspapers, they say, and your Ghana from Pobuna, a ye galamsino. A ye more free Guinea, Malians, and blah blah blah.
Okay, so your problem of your fight.
That was one. And then the third one was on Ghana Yekaya Dear. Let me read something.
Yekaya Dear. And also now President Assembly and I said Finance Minister now Dr. Baumia.
Mamin Kaya Divincho.
Okay, so you're still watching Good Evening Ghana.
We are the Public Debt Statistical Bulletin 2020 prepared by the Treasury and Debt Management Division of the Ministry of Finance Ghana. Okay.
Camera.
Paul, are you ready?
Yes.
See. Gross public debt as at the end of December 2020 stood at 291.63 billion Ghana cedis. And that is $50.83 billion, representing 76.1% of GDP, and an increase of 33.6% compared to the stock in 2019. The public debt, as at the end of 2020, comprises external debt of 141.80 billion Ghana cedis, and that's 24.7 billion. 37% of GDP, and domestic debt of $149.83 billion. That's $26.1 billion, representing 39.1%. The total stock, blah, 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 blah. I can forward it up to you.
Yes,
when you read this,
this is the national debt.
Yes, it tells you
the concerns about the national debt. It
tells you that the domestic debt alone represents 76.1% of our GDP.
Yeah, that is owed to the banks in Ghana and other domestic, if you like, books.
And you think it's not a worrying trend?
No, it is. I'm just asking what you did with that.
So I said this, that during Mahama's time, Mayor, one of the people, I was very critical about how the economy was managed under John Dramani Mahama. It do, baby, no. Na mi kofi kura na msuru. Yes, we have Faber was on us. I had a jet to a tour. Ntina no she.
Sometimes some American now I don't FM.
No, I don't FM. A do baby crana management to me for catchers who for and then they're not no shoe. Them say Ghana first. I don't have any other country apart from this country. That time now a 69%
of GDP.
Of GDP. As if say Ghana every now it's 76. Then I said, at that time, me kaya some Mahama bon.
Okay, some Mahama bon.
Because with GDP na what can we see? We are seeing now bomb we. Let's say we see now yet to can say ya.
When I say ne modu kakra.
Ne modu. Then it is a sonnet here there. And the other Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Say now catching and say, "Buba wo mobisia." Yeah, mobisia by heart said ya.
But also by smart borrowings.
Wo mobisia by heart. Men are now at a grassy one smart borrowing. No matter kono. Just one mobisia by heart. That's the way to me. Mobisia somebody here you me. Our Ghana her banks a kanko award there. 76.1% of our GDP there. And then one more time, Mahama.
Ah, sana kai.
Yes. And you see, senior.
Now one first say be a COVID-19 na be a baby sana. COVID-19 say na na say COVID. Ko for ba betina fie say workers ba betina fie na etua won ka.
COVID.
We are a mom
to but worker be na kwetena fie won yi o madi no.
There be see you be edi.
No why?
Workers say COVID lockdown time. So
lockdown we be sir. Even private sector ni pa do kwetena fie.
The private sector they mu yin crofo edi. Aban dey when you be.
Na sa aban no taxes no ye jai tua.
Taxes dey be why ye jai tua.
Taxes anka say you tua ni na ye jai tua.
A bit say petrol and cost road.
Check Ghana revenue. Na dey be na say
Ghana revenue authority there no ma check ICOMS no. And this are at the
check it, Paul. Check it. Ma check petrol and cost road. Aya na say petrol and cost road
samre no.
Enti and interest say dey be afi be say petrol cost road.
There be the American say COVID time no. You say we mo Ghana post akotena fie. Wotena fie cry betua oka yitua onka. Wo fie no so.
Ebi ko na ebi ba.
Lockdown dey ne obia lockdown proper
lockdown dey say na call lockdown.
Obia ko fie satan no wo fie. Na nsuo a wo betu aka no water utilities no so. Wakot na fie na yesen tua aka na ban say mentua utilities. Nti na maka na kosoro kakra. Ana kapsi. Making. Se me yed mo ECG a. Yes Paul Adom watch yed mo ECG ko tena fie. Mpesa oba yare COVID aba. Mpesa obi aba yare nti ko tena fie. Wakot na fie ye tua wo ebia 1000 cedis. 1000 cedis ye be san de ama 1000 e de ma me de ma me a me yimu 200 tua water. Yes water no me na ntua wo de tena fie na fa water ni free. Se sa na me be ma
won wa no mu use Ghana water nso na.
Omu use Ghana water nso just a borehole for na.
I ono onye dey.
I sound on kwa na ono
You see Paul, this is what I'm talking about.
No, what I'm saying is that COVID no and my debt and
if we are not careful, we'll be singing certain songs any dancing mood. And it is very critical on us as journalists to stand for this country, not our personal interest.
Correct.
Look, if you look at the trend that Africa, leadership in Africa echoes to see our own. Mark my words, the next 10 years ahead of us, if this is how we're going to manage Africa, Africa cannot contain the African.
Say, manana.
Share. People say, now we are churning out 275,000 graduates a year. What's the plan for them?
No,
What's the plan? Paul, somebody should tell me.
Assemble.
And
it requires a national conversation.
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
275,000 graduates, university graduates a year. So if you pick 2019, just 2019, 2020, it's 275,000 times 2 plus 2.
500,000.
500,000.
More.
Then you come to 2021. This is what we're talking about. That the African youth is not a foolish person. The African youth has got a brain. The problem of the African youth is that the leadership is not helping the African youth. Leadership is supposed to create hope.
Since when? Since forever.
Doesn't matter since forever. When you were born, if it is forever, you should have still been a baby. But you are now called Mr.
Because the African youth are and the lack of hope for the African youth. Is it a perennial African problem?
Do we always have to sit down and say that is the problem of the old, so no solution?
No. I'm saying that it calls for a national conversation.
The national conversation,
national
conversation, we've had it over and over and over and over
and over again.
And you're sitting here, Paul, you know very well. Every government comes to say, I've created jobs for the youth. I've done this for the youth. Where?
So solution is there.
The solution is that we need quality leadership.
Great. Super. How do we get them?
Oh, Senior. Are you sure they are not aware?
No, but how do we get them?
Are you sure they are not aware?
So
when you have a vice presidential candidate who stands before the entire country and tell you that 2 years into the Nanado I voted for.
When?
2020 elections.
I've
said it on radio.
And to 2016, man, to 2020.
I have said it on radio.
And then 2020, Utumano.
Oh, I didn't tell them Utumano. I voted for that.
So Utumano, and you are passing a correct verdict on his first 4 years.
That is why I'm saying that. SSN ni pebiti asiyese enyese me time Paul. Into the American said, if I love you and I truly love you from here, I should be able to correct you and let you know that Paul, baby, I will kwe.
Ebe hadrin.
Now,
Captain, December, wako to Obama papai endorsing his first 4 years. May was wabon.
Ohene. Into me baneo. Me tia school fees and ra. Me tia school fees and ra. Na and then me ba fi. Na wo maame aka chem se wafa bo e de abobo TV wo fi ho ni na ntima menka.
Obekana emrede a short. Generally to me, then realization the buyer out me who
you see, and only a problem I go Africa. There's no short time in governance. Every time counts.
Okay.
And I am waiting to see a day my hometown chief will not go begging for my road to be constructed. I am waiting to see one day one Ghana where Captain Smart can wake up at dawn and there's still light. I am waiting to see one day a Ghana where people will not queue just for a bottle of water. I am waiting to see one day Chinese will not take over Ghana, that our water river bodies are destroyed, left, center, right. They give us poison and they take our cocoa away. I want to wake up one day and see a Ghana that the teeming youth around We're not going to have...
You want to see a Ghana beyond aid?
It is not about the aid. You can't live without aid. Sitting here as a host, people are helping you. That is aid. Nobody under the sun can ever live without aid. But you cannot live without your brain.
So
we need to make sure our brains are functioning.
These are the things you said on Fabio also when you say that
and
you stand by them, and we are making.
I'll keep saying them.
But
I can be sacked tomorrow.
Obia born is this something that you think we should continue?
And what is wrong with that?
Oh, that's casting.
It's not casting anything. Incompetent,
incompetent.
What wrong?
David.
I don't know your bro tree that can. If you are not clever,
so when you're clever,
what wrong? When you're clever, what wrong? Obi are incompetent, no, you're clever.
No.
And these are the things that the African leader,
as a senior reporter, if you want to confront the government, Dr. Baumia,
I will never confront
them
Baumia
with this information. Listen, and the sort of.
Can I tell you something?
But I'm all interviewing that. I think you may have.
Once, it was just about 10-15 minutes when I was on Adom.
Okay.
He came to Joy and then just passed through the studio. Paul, you do something.
Yes.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Nanado.
Yes.
The last thing
you will never do that.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I was not trained up that way. But the last thing I would not do is to sit down for the Ghanaian youth to keep on suffering. I would not.
That's correct. Until you use your powers of advocacy. So we advocate.
And I have said it
advocacy to do that.
Over and over again, and I will repeat. Look, Ghana, on my way, ye hear moja, obi moja, and ye de work Ghana pania, ebe mo manya ye ya, se si ye between ya metwimi moja mfako. Ghana must go beyond where we are today. Are you happy that
what's the next steps?
No, you see, the next step is that ye media no say ye yes sorry aban bia be na djuma. Not about Nanado's government. Not about the next government to come and come and come and come. It's about media then sorry. Say ade we enye. And the first thing we did
the American media no sorry am to Trump no.
Ade ba ko aye ya. E bo aye ne say first war against Galamsey. What happened, Paul?
Tell me what happened.
The entire media.
Yes, graphic
rose in support.
Graphic led it, yes.
What happened? We succeeded.
Did we?
To a certain extent. But the political will went away.
The political will, no.
Oh, Basa.
And then it's always the problem.
And you're right. What it means is that the little things I learned from that first Galamsey war is that the media no yes sorry. Paul Kase in Suoni Tantra Hills. My vice president said that 2 years in the first term of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo's government, no community, this is what Dr. Bawumia said, no community would ever complain, would have water problem and toilet problem. He said it. Is Tantra Hill having water?
I don't know.
I live there. There's no water.
There's no water, okay.
Huh?
But he will get there.
No, you see, when you give me timelines, you expect me to pardon you?
You said 2 years.
You said 2 years in your first term. You haven't done that.
He's now done 4 years.
So why is the media quiet? Why are we quiet? I love Nanado. I like him. I respect him. I will continue to pray for him to be able to achieve something for this country. But when things are wrong, Abba, Massa,
okay, I get your point. I think it's fair.
Ye be na me kwa adwuma. Say ye se me nsamra na me je pene se me kwa.
And then okay can be beautiful. O je pene se obekọ se ya.
Wo mo 30 days ne so. Na me yere dwene ho. Na me je pene se me kwa. Me ko ka banku.
There be a program.
Program na me kwa de na me Faber was no me yat watching.
There be only.
This is what the media should begin to understand. Bro, I drive at night. But fala pass na your station no one. Me 4 before 30. Na me call office. And I see that, and somebody told me, say, oh, Abroche in Uncle for homeless. And I'm saying, Abroche, quite home, port home. But Abroche, Uncle for homeless one day. I'm saying homeless, Abroche. Me cry me hubi. Me cry Abroche me homeless. But homeless, when you don't for two council.
There be only coats in the blankets, be I know that torn.
Homeless, no. Homeless, no. You can't hear you no.
I can't need a serious matter.
Homeless,
I need only the very serious.
Homeless, no. I buy in home.
I buy in honest.
You live in a country.
You
see, and as media no, as I say no, excuse my French, I say we can't see clearly.
Into you agree with this culture of silence here now of a some making ya.
Me dear, abai mu ni pebia amfre me se men kama no ntum na man kama no antum obeye me bibi. Enti I don't know of this culture of silence or whatsoever. But my boss say, yeah, money pressure.
Say no one some making. Some say and yet diet and affairs at or say to see in nam kwan bebre so.
Like Sam Jonah.
Sam Jonah san.
Me say small boy be to radio so did Sam Jonah tell.
Almost why then.
Okay, I'm in sure there's Sam Jonah on. Time a J for bar by him. Be the president of Ghana. That time na Ghana nyina na ye gold na oboase ho no na ye tuo ye $121 million. J Kufuor picked him, and one man called Mr. Bannerman. Okay? And then Anglo Gold for Ibeka home. The first 6 months
of Anglo Gold,
your revenue moving from $121 million to $365 million.
Revenue for the company and now for Ghana.
Oh, say no dear. And the more na revenue ni cost no. Now also we share na woman increase.
But by the time Anglo Gold be fair, na Ghana shares not tiako kra.
Na tiako.
But say 121 na nyina ye de na say 365.
The golden share na
13%.
The golden share na woman. Na we hin.
Anglo Gold is free mu.
Esamba ya dan samba.
Ansamba.
J for time. The media is quiet. Yakwakoto Saje for badge. So many must have for badge. Now, Adena
for badge energy generating
plant. Adea a yes square. Now you're 2 round hole.
Mekai Sasem.
Okay. Osaje for badge is more than $300 million. It's sitting in Western region and rotting.
Till today.
And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Yo, Captain. I'm saying, okay, at and you know to say,
21st century, Greater Accra, capital city of Ghana. And you want me to keep quiet? No.
So you are saying that the media should address developmental issues and failures of politicians.
They enjoy say, some for me what you say, and now when you say, and look,
they deal with politicians.
These people are hungry.
Leadership.
Everything under the sun, Paul, is leadership.
That's
the rest are just effects.
That's correct. Leadership is the most important.
And if we fail, you see, sometimes you can have a good leader who is lazy. It would take the media to push that leader
to work.
Are we pushing the leaders?
And now, can I say, I think I get your point that media should do more to push our leaders to work and to lead properly. That's the only salvation for our country. And yes, sir, that's ever heard no. Arab Spring in Abeba.
We didn't say over 400 radio stations in Ghana. If one day or 1 week, the entire media houses in the whole country says, "Yeniso na woka memeka sifa kan ka kwaku maleke ka we ka Kofi Adome ka na we ka na we Akosua Agoba na hene ka peace na ye kwa." Who told you the government will not rise? Fix the country hereby. I didn't know about starting church. It is because people are asking, and the media is supporting the people. Anytime you have a failed media, you have a failed country.
Also, so the fourth test is the most important.
If you have a failed media, you have a failed country. And gradually we are failing as media. On my essay, 30%
Obisi media we anto about my entima. Yenka leader no. Anyway, Captain. I'm 11 upon home.
Okay.
So the next 1 month we are free. When my 1 week be
maybe they
didn't come about development and
that's a high chair beba.
That's why as I'm kasi a okasha one for ya obi anim a okasha ncha wa ba.
You see, I am home at you. Then I first say, Oba, or then a back to school, a single parent, or take chokodum, or te mamubi, or te teshi, or te makola, titini morim, none a ba every university. Essese onye adwuma ye na akwala na sambet na fie
Yes, I heard.
na yesa to aduane ma no so okwa asoro kra je oje offering feed maame ho. The reason is that you say we are 35 years Africa ya dream ya conform dodo Paul 35 years with 5 years working experience. Akwala no wie university at age 20. And it's all chance to be 35 years. That is one time I'm in Papa and 15.
Now, 35 years are okay for him.
I am one newspapers name. You advertise employment.
I'm a 35-year-old person.
I am one share.
There be me.
Oh, Paul.
When some graduates, younger people, not 35 years.
Paul, I am share.
I'm some people 35 years.
Yeah, share.
Send a middle level. Share a middle level person.
Who be you know? That Kolana we university though. But na fie no wasa be burden. Fortunately for them, no mko aso bi won ya your church secretaries.
No mo yedma aso kakra.
Omo na masoro was aso secretary. Ada offering am makase no so fu nya no kwan. Bo so like around. Why are we doing this to the youth?
We'll get there, Capsi.
Charlie, why?
Me o shake bi o ha some na can Wesley girls for now.
Enye Paul.
I'm on for. We'll just take a short break. If you have Alvin Slaughter, please play it for me again. Next, I'll be speaking to Sheikh. I'll speak to him for just 10 minutes. I need to speak to him to be on our Facebook page so you can watch it in detail. If you are falling asleep, good night. Sleep. Captain Smart has given us food for thought. This is also going to be on video on demand on our Facebook page.